for error. I'm not sure it's very high. That's the only thing. We could see the evaluation bar drop if he makes one slip, but he should be winning. And luckily, the white H-pawn is the colour. It does promote on the H8 square, a dark square, so it's the same colour as the bishop. OK, he didn't trap the knight. He didn't manage to win it, but he's 2 pawns up now, and the knight is so far away. Should be winning. What do we think?
And this is the point. If the pawn was of the wrong color, David, black could have sacrificed that knight for the f4 pawn and just get his king to the right square, and it would have ended in a draw. But now Arjun has to fight for this one. It is a winning position for Wesley. He still has to show a little bit of technique, but I believe that Wesley will do this. He will take this point home.
Yeah, the problem is it's always going to be zugzwang. There's no fortress here because the black knight has to guard against 2 pawns, and knights can never lose time. They're the worst piece at losing time. White will just wait with the bishop from time to time. There we go, just improving the bishop, and eventually, slowly but surely, the white pawns will start to advance even further.
Because sometimes black's best move is no move at all. You can't do that when you have a knight bishops. If they want to go up 2 squares, they can stop 1 square in between, whereas the knight has to change his color complex. And we see Wesley bringing his king over to help the h-pawn run forward. The king will slide over to g4, the h-pawn will go up to h5, and the black king and knight cannot stop both pawns at the same time.
And that right corner is so important. Otherwise, black could have just sacrificed the knight for the pawn. That h8 square being the same color as the bishop that Wesley has just changes the result of this game. It's working out for Wesley. He's improved his position. The knights, as you're mentioning, don't have good waiting moves. And at the end, we can see Wesley slowly but surely making progress with his pawns and his king.
Yep, 2 are better than none. And those 2 white pawns both promote on dark squares, which is a bit of a bonus. But look at this black knight. It's a sad situation here. He's got to retreat it all the way back home. Knight on f8. There's no mate, I say, but knight on f8 here is not going to help you save the game. And they're advancing. Eventually, your defensive formation will be broken.
Getting close to 100 moves in this game.
Yep, we're getting very, very close. But these players, they aren't paid by the move, unfortunately. And that won't save Arjun at all. He's just got to wait now. He's just going to move his knight back and forth. But eventually, I think there will be ways to kind of trap that knight, stalemate that black knight almost. And, OK, first Wesley's relocating his king, bringing his king the whole way round. And black's blockade isn't going to last. There we go. A stalemate of that black knight. The black knight has no moves now without being captured. The black king is going to have to make way. But Wesley will lose a move, and he'll find a way eventually to bring his own king forward. There we go. Zugzwang. No good moves for black. If you could pass, it would be a draw, but that's not possible in chess.
Yeah. You move the king anywhere, the king steps forward, you take away all the squares, the knight will have to move somewhere now, and it either gets picked up for free or traded. Excellent endgame play by Wesley, this one.
Yeah, and last stalemate trick, it looks like, from Arjun, but it doesn't work.
Not.
You can take that knight either way with your king or your bishop. It's not stalemate, and I think we have a result. Wesley so has won the game.
Yep. Has he given up yet, Arjun Erigaisi?
Yeah, he's thrown in the towel.
There we have it. Yep. Wesley So strikes first here in the losers semi-final. He is putting Arjun Erigaisi in a must-win situation in Game 2 starting in 5 minutes, showing